Mayhew in that 0, and the 77 car, Jason Dismuke. Here we go. Green flag. 8-lap heat race for the stock cars. So now they go 3 wide. Look at Steve Sims rocking and rolling on that bottom. The 56 of Pruitt, though, able to hang out. Now here comes the 10X of Michael Rogers. They both go high. That's going to open the door for Steve. Oh, boy, Pruitt spinning. But he didn't hit anybody. Didn't hit anything. Car's still stuck. Don't think he's going to. Oh, there it goes. It's rolling. So no harm, no foul, no caution. So had a way to keep it going. So this lead battle here now between the 58 of Storm and Steve Sims, the 10X of Rogers. So these guys were parked nose to tail there in the tech line at the beginning of the night. They might have been trading out some speed secrets. So now Storm and Steve with about a 1.5 length advantage up out of turn number 4. So everybody's sort of kind of playing nice in this one. Trouble for the 52 car. Kohlert spinning around out of turn number 2. Doesn't collect anybody, but we're still halfway home. So Kohlert drops from 3rd back down to 6th spot now, coming up to the inside of the 77 at Dismuke. So now as they come halfway home, this will bring us to 3 to go for Storm and Steve. And the last I heard, if you've seen the Storm and Steve Sims t-shirts in the grandstands, I think Steve still has a few more for sale down in the pits after the races are over. So now Steve has about a half a back straightaway over the 10X of Rogers. They lead over the 0 car, Brian Mayhew. So out of turn number 4, white flag. One more lap around for the Stormer. Rogers 2nd, Mayhew 3rd. Cautions out. Trouble for the 52. All right, so Texas 2-step restart. Steve spins. He gets the chance to go. 6 laps complete. 2 more to go. Rogers in the 10X, Mayhew in that 0 car. Here we go. Green flag. We're racing again in the CBS stock cars. So now Rogers in that 10X. Mayhew racing around there for 2nd and 3rd. Meanwhile, white flag's out. One more lap around. So now Mayhew trying to get the run in that 0 car on Rogers. And that's all in there for 2nd spot. Meanwhile, up front, Storm and Steve Sims picks up the heat race win. Rogers 2nd, Mayhew 3rd. In the 77, the 12 car, that's Danny Castle. The R4J, Danny Bennett. And Patrick Lyon in that 48. That's a name from days gone by. He's been running way longer than I've been alive, and I'm 37. So here we go. Green flag. We're racing again. Now, everybody's getting rocking and rolling. Crane in that 2X still leads. Now the battle in there for 2nd. Leichman in that 77, the 00 of Bennett. They're side by side out of turn number 4. And trouble for Bennett in the R4J car off the pace. So now Leichman in that 77. Little extra shimmy and shake. Now Bennett in the 00. Now, here comes Danny Castle in that 12 car. Here they go, 3 wide up out of turn number 4. Castle to the bottom in the 12. Lightman in the 77. Bennett in that 00. So trouble there for Bennett pulling into the infield. But now Castle down on the bottom for second. Bennett still up top in that 00. Castle digging down. Bennett in that 00 tries the crossover. So now Bennett is third. Castle second in that 12 car. Still your leader, the 2X of Casey Crane. And you see it, Nathan. Cross flags halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go. So now Castle kicking out the rear end just a tick. Bennett in that 00. Lightman in that 77. Rounds out your top 4. So now Castle in that 12. He's digging in. Castle now to the inside of Crane. Crane on the outside in the 2X. Castle in the Nova. Trying to get to the bottom. Crane now moves to the inside. Castle has to make the choice, inside or outside. He's going to try to squeeze down all the way to the bottom. He's getting close, but still no cigar. So now good battles up front. Now side by side for the lead. Castle to the inside. Crane on the outside in that 2X. So Castle goes way down in there. He makes it stick for now. Crossover coming for Crane. White flag. 1 more lap to go. So now Castle has it. He gets a little cross side. Here comes Crane in that 2 car. Battle for third. Bennett and Lightman. Lightman going to the bottom. Bennett to the outside in that 00. That'll be the drag race. Castle's going to win. Crane second. Lightman will be third. Bennett fourth. And Pat Lyon rounding out the top 5 in your number 48 car. And away we go. Green flag in the CBS stock cars. Woo, boy, they've been waiting all night to race, and they're showing it. First corner, first lap. Crane spins out of turn number 2. I think the 58 of Steve Sims might have got a piece of it. We'll see on this side. Crane stop, cautions out. Here we go, green flag. Let's try it again. Oh boy, there go 3, almost 4 wide. Watch Steve Sims up the middle. So Steve able to hang on. Now comes to the outside of Dismuke in that 77D. So Rogers in the 10X taken to the top side. Now they're 3 wide with Danny Castle in the 12 coming to join the party. But now Sims to the inside of Rogers in the 10X. Watch out for the 12 of Castle. So now into turn 3, Steve Sims to the bottom, Rogers to the top side. At the line, counting for Storm and Steve. So now Rogers not giving anything up on the outside line. Now, on the inside, here comes Bennett in that 00. Castle in the 12. Dismuke in the 77, wiggling and jiggling all the way down the back straightaway. Trouble there for Castle from the bottom all the way to the top. They're in the 12 car now. A pair of Bennett's up on the inside right here. So Andrew, now here comes Danny to the inside. Castle on the top. They go 3 wide into turn 3. Castle drives it in the hardest, but can he make it stick out of turn 4? He does. Now side by side trouble further back for the 76 of Hutchinson. Hutchinson spins. He keeps it going. No harm, no foul. But now back up on the racetrack. R4J of Danny Bennett now clearly in the 3rd spot. Got Castle behind him and Andrew Bennett in that 00. That rounds out your top 4. So now Bennett in the 00 inside of Castle in the 12. He's going to bring Leichman in the white 77 with him. But now Castle driving in way deep there in turn number 3. But now they're going to go 3 wide down the front straightaway. Leichman on the inside, Bennett in the middle, Castle on the outside. Nose to tail, side by side, door to door. Castle having a handful there on the wheel, cranking it the wrong way, and we are halfway home. 7 down, 8 to go. Now that battle for third, it's still there. Castle, though, with the big front end push. Woo-hoo-hoo. Kicking it a little sideways, more than he should, out of turn number 4. So now the 77 of Leichman now to the inside of Castle in the 12. 1 spot back, Patrick Lyon on the outside of the 52 of Kohler. Kohler in the wagon. That battle between Leichman and Castle still not over. Now it just might be. So Castle losing a lot of ground. But now here comes Kohler in that 52 to the backside of the 12, and he popped him. 52 spun him around. We'll see if the caution's out. He's not moving. Caution is out. Lights are out, so it's whenever Steve decides to go, we go, and he goes, and we go. Back to green. 6 more laps to go. Oh, a little crossways and crazy there for the 77 of Leichman. So Lyon in that 48. Everybody hanging tough. Leichman in that 77's got issues. Meanwhile, up front, Stormin' Steve, he's got a bumper full of the R4J and Danny Bennett. So Bennett down to the inside. Steve up on the top side. So Leichman is off. Now Bennett to the inside, hanging tough with Steve Sims. Steve, he's got the outside lane. They're cranking it up. So now Sims able to open up a couple of car lengths over the R4J. Oh, Bennett drives it in there real hard. Steve, he gets the drive off. So now Bennett, he makes the ground coming in. Sims makes it coming off. This time, your leaders will come to 2 laps to go. Oh, Bennett, he gets close, but not close enough. 2 laps to go for Stormin' Steve Sims. Trouble there for the 52 of Kohler in that wagon spinning it. But he stays where he's at, no caution. So into turn 3, up out of turn number 4. White flag, rocking and rolling for Stormin' Steve. He's got about 3 car length advantage. Down the back straightaway. Make it 6, 8 cars. Now into turn number 3. He eases it up out of turn number 4. Rocking and rolling back to victory lane. Stormin' Steve Sims wins. Danny Bennett second. Rogers in the 10X third. And Mayhew in that 0 star car. Brian Mayhew rounds out your top 4 for the last. And green flags out. Here we go. Heat race number 1. So there they go. 3, yeah, we'll call it 5 wide right there for the heat race. I was going to go 4, but yeah, now look at Preem there in the center. You got the battle of the Preems right there. 17D. Woo, boy. I'm not sure exactly what happened in the corner. Both the 17 cars losing ground. But up front, your leader, the 110 of Zach Riley out of nowhere, took the lead over Harper. So now, there's your 17, the Preem cars racing side by side again. Meanwhile, up front in the 110, Zach Riley leads over Harper in the 112, the 4K of Plonsky. Rounding out your top three, and then it's just kind of a dogfight back there, 4th, 5th, 6th on back. So there you see it halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go. As we said, first of 3 heat races for the ice stocks tonight. So now hot spot starting to be that battle for third. Plonsky has it. Lamb in the 718. He wants it. So Lamb looking to the inside. He gets that low groove. Might have been a slight contact just a little bit. We'll know as they come out of turn 2. As of right now, no harm, no foul. Plonsky in that 4K gets a little bit of better run. He holds third spot down. So now battle for third still there. Plonsky has it. Lamb wants it. But Lamb getting close, about a car length or so back. Meanwhile, white flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, Zach Riley, in that 110. Kelvin Harper in that 112, second. And the battle rages on for third. Plonsky in the 4K, 718 of Lamb. Not going to happen. Up front, Riley in the 110 wins. Kelvin Harper in the 112 second, side by side for third. Plonsky gets it by about half a car length there over the 718 of Lamb. All right, so here we go. Lineup is looking good. Nathan is looking him over. Remember, flagman does the initial start. Lights are out. Here we go. Green flag. We are racing in the ice stocks. So Bat in the 3, Shipler right alongside, side by side. Delavan in that 98, Roller in that 63. Shipler not getting a run on the inside. Bat gets a good run on the outside. Here comes Delavan. Don't count out the 44 Spillman. So now Delavan trying to go right up the middle. That might not work when they get to turn 3. Ooh, boy, hang on. Now Roller coming to the top side. Shipler on the bottom. Delavan in the middle. Bat to the top side. Now Roller with the Hillist with a roll of steam, so to speak, to the top side. They go 3 wide. Oh, boy. And they made it. Well, almost. So now Bat gets a little squirrely on the outside. They go 4 wide out of turn number 4. Now they're 4 wide again, almost 5 wide. Shipler down on the bottom. Bat to the top. Delavan in the middle. Here comes Roller to the top side, making it 3 wide. We are halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go, and it's the barn burner. So now Bat into 3, 4 wide, 4 second. Shipler now Delavan up to the middle down the back straightaway. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 3, 4 wide now into turn number 3 outside of turn 4. They go 3 wide again. Now 4 wide down the front straightaway. And count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide off into turn number 1. Out of turn number 2. They're just racing. We can't even tell how many lanes they are right now. Now 4 wide for second spot. This time by 2 laps to go. Oh, everybody's rocking and rolling. So Egbert in that 707, the fastest car with the least amount of paint on it. Schippler in that 38-second, now 3 wide for third. 1 more lap to go. Now make it 4 wide for third. Put Spillman in there on the bottom. Roller having problems in that 63, so Spillman, Delavan, and Bat. 44, 98, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, in the best race of the year so far, into turn 3 out of turn number 4, Egbert picks up the win. iStock heat number 2. Schippler second, Delavan third, Spillman fourth. All right, so we go heat race number 3, Simon and Dancer. That is your front row. Nathan looking him over. Here we go, green flag, heat race number 3. Now 3 wide again, almost 4 wide there for the iStocks. So Simon now rolls in second. Dancer has the lead. So Murhead in the 22 coming up on the inside. So 69, the biggest mover and shaker in that one. That is Kirk Martin in car number 69. Now to the inside of AJ Dancer. Second row, McCullough in that 47. And Murhead in that 22T. So still side by side. Martin on the inside. Dancer up on the outside. Cosper in that 33C. Dancer gets a little loosey-goosey out of turn number 2. So now Martin has the lead. Now side by side for third. Cosper in the 33C. The 47 of McCullough now rounds out third. So now nose to tail, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Cosper in that 33C to the inside of McCullough in that 47. McCullough drives it in deep. Now almost side by side out of turn number 4. McCullough still has the spot over Cosper. We are halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. So now Cosper in that 33C trying to get the run on McCullough in that 47. That's the hot spot on the racetrack. Martin, your leader. AJ Dancer second. McCullough in the 47 third. Cosper in that 33C fourth. Simon rounds out the top 5 in the 14. So now Cosper in that 33C jumping up to the top side for third. So now almost side by side for third. So McCullough gets a little crossways there. Now here comes Cosper up to the inside. Cosper now has the inside line as they go into turn number 3. McCullough squeezes him down. Meanwhile, white flag for your leader, Martin in the 69. Dancer second, hot spot for third. Cosper in the 33C has it. McCullough in that 47 wants it, but they're both trying to take that spot from AJ Dancer. Cosper now gets a good run. Gets to the quarter panel there at Dancer. Now McCullough in that 47 comes to the top side. Martin wins. That's great. They're going to go for second. Dancer second. Cosper third. The 47 of McCullough rounds out the top 4. Nathan's looking him over. Here we go. Let's go. Green flag in the iStocks. Yee-haw! Oh, Dancer right away. Oh, Plonsky spins. So far, so good. Nobody pop. Well, a little bit of popping. That's not near as bad as it could have been. Harper and Dancer, that's your front row. Here we go. Green flag. Oh, 3 wide there for third. Cosper inside of Schippler. Schippler going to get almost turned. Spillman's in there. Everybody rocking and rolling now. 3 wide up front for third spot. Everybody hang on. They might just make it. Oh, trouble for the 47. Can't see which car hit him, but they start. Gonna restart again. 20 laps to go. Another restart. Harper in the 112. Dancer in the 52. Here we go. Oh, they're getting 3 and 4 wide behind him. So now, watch Egbert to the outside of row number 3, the outside of Delavan. And Schippler in that 38. So watch that 69 car, Martin. He won a heat race earlier. He's coming up to the inside between Schippler and Egbert in that 707. Watch Martin come. Now, Egbert in that 707 coming. Here comes Martin. There's Peter Delavan for third. Oh, trouble there right in the middle of the front straightaway. The 3 machine. The 3X. So caution's out. All right, 2 laps complete, 18 laps to go. Here we go, green flag. Oh, watch Martin. Martin in that 69. Cosper in that 33C. I think that's Delavan up on the outside, and that 98 is indeed Delavan. They now go 3 wide for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. All right there. Throw a blanket over him. So Egbert now 2nd. Side by side for 3rd. Dancer in the 52, 33C of Cosper. Now Cosper down on the inside. Egbert, oh man, all up on the inside of the 112 machine. They keep it going. Harper now getting passed by Egbert. They're beating and banging side by side. Trouble for Dancer in the 52. He's up top, but it's a barn burner up front. Now Cosper in that 33C to the inside of Harper. Here comes the 69 of Martin. Martin now to the inside for 3rd. Caution's out, trouble. 43 of Miller spins right between 3 and 4. Hopefully everybody slows down and sees him. So as good as the heat races were for the iStocks main event, not so lucky. Here we go. Green flag. Egbert up front. Away we go. So now Harper in the 112 up off the groove. He's going to lose 2nd spot to Cosper. Caution's out. So Egbert in the 707, the 112 of Harper, 33C of Cosper, 69 of Martin, 718 of Lamb, Peter Delavan, the 98. That's your first couple of cars. And we go back green in the iStocks. So Egbert now in that 707 checking out. Now Cosper in the 33C to the inside of Harper. So Cosper now back to the front. Which way is Martin going to go? Martin couldn't go inside, outside. He's ran both lanes tonight. Looks like he's going to stay to the inside of the 112. Harper getting a good run on the bottom. Martin still nowhere to go. So Martin able to forcefully gain a spot there. Everybody's kind of hanging tight. Harper tries to hang on to the bumper. No love there. So now hot spot that battle for 4th. Here comes Lamb in the 718. Harper's got a bad couple of laps, but that opens up the door for Peter Delavan in that number 98. O'Connor Henderson in that 63. They're still racing side by side, nose to tail. And now a new player in the field, the 21T of Tyler Muirhead. So from about 4th on back, it's a barn burner. Everybody racing side by side. So now trouble, the 47 car pulling to the hot pit. But now a hot spot, that battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all right there together. Muirhead in the 22T. The 718 of Lamb, the 63 of Henderson. Scratch that, Andy Roller in the 63. Got my 63s mixed up. So Roller in the 63. Coming to the top side. So Delavan in the 98 Lamb in the 718. Muirhead in the 22T. Roller in the 63. That's your battle, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th right there. Now Roller in the 63 to the top side on the outside of the 22T. So Muirhead in that 22T up now to the backside of Lamb. Delavan to the outside in that number 98. But meanwhile, up front, don't look now, there's a challenge for the lead. Now within a car length, Cosper in at 33C right behind the 707 of Egbert. So that battle develops, that battle back further along. Now 3 wide there, Roller on the bottom, Delavan on the top. Muirhead in the middle, backs off. So now, as your leaders come down the back straightaway, this time by, you'll see Nathan high-fiving him. 5 more laps to go. But now that battle for 5th, Roller on the bottom, Delavan up on the top. Muirhead's now down on the bottom. It's anybody's race as they go for a top 10 finishing position. Now, Egbert getting hit by some lap traffic there. That closes the door on that 33C. So Cosper now right on the back bumper of Egbert in that 707. Egbert tightly on the bottom. If Cosper can get the run on the outside, who knows what's going to happen. So battles all over the place. Battle for the lead. Battle for 4th and 5th. Right now we'll concentrate on this lead battle. Cosper in that 33C. Does he have anything left for Egbert? Egbert now fixing to come up on a whole gaggle of traffic. So now Cosper right there within a bumper. Coming up on a couple of laps to go. Oh, trouble right there. He's going to get caught by Patricia Lucas. Here comes that 33C. Wasn't able to capitalize with the lap traffic battle the way that it was. But now Cosper right on the back bumper of Egbert in that 707. White flag. 1 more lap to go. So now Egbert in a ton of traffic. Cosper's right there. Into turn 3. Can Egbert hang on? Cosper's going to get close. Egbert's going to hold on to the bottom. Egbert wins in the 707. Cosper's second. Coming up for third, way back there, Martin in the 69. Now the battle for 5th. Who's going to get it? Lamb in the 718 will round out your top 4 and 5 spots. Looking him over. Come on, Nathan, green flag. Here we go. So here we go. 3, almost 4 wide there in turn number 2. Oh, big push for everybody. Even White there up front in car number 1. Uncharacteristically high line, but he gathers it back up, turns it to the left, going off into turn number 1. Now side by side for second. Cochran in the 1J, Warren in that 29W. Side by side, big problems for White again, going off in the corner. Whew, that doesn't happen a whole lot. Oh, tough break right there. Oh. So that Delaware double file restart, but as I like to say, we're not in Delaware, we're in the great state of Texas. So your leader, the first place car, gets to choose inside or outside. You see the lights are out. When he goes, green light comes on, and away we go. So White takes out up front. Egbert in that 707. Tidwell in the 17. As they come down into turn number 1. Now coming up to the inside, the 1B, that's Brandon Hood. So as they come, Egbert pretty high. Didn't quite kiss the wall, but he's got the momentum coming on the high side on the outside of Tidwell. So now battle still up, still turning up there for second. Don't count out the 1B car of Brandon Hood. He's getting a pretty good run going in there, losing some of the power outside on the straightaway. So we are halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. So right now, hotspot on that racetrack still continues to be the battle for second. Tidwell on the inside in the 17. Egbert in the 707 up on the top side in the yellow machine. As you can see, big time Highline's going to be the place to be tonight so far. Trouble there for Warren. Getting extra sideways there coming out of turn number 4. So from bad to worse there for Warren. So now coming up out of turn number 4, Keith White. We'll see 3 to go. Oh, and Warren. Oh, boy. Somebody grab the marshmallows because we got something to cook them on. So trouble there for Warren. All right, so lights are out. As we said, leader gets the chance to choose when they go. He chooses to go now. Green flag. So now everybody trying a little bit of a high line. This time White goes low. Egbert goes high. Tyndall goes low in that 17. That's going to be the hot spot there. So Tidwell on the bottom. Coming up, Egbert. He likes that top line. It's coming back. It'll come around at some point. Meanwhile, white flag, one more lap around. No surrender here for your leader, Keith White. And they go 3 wide there for second spot on the last lap. Woo, everybody moving inside and outside. Tidwell in that 17 is the big winner so far on the bottom. Egbert. Brown in that 1B, or Hood in the 1B car, rounds up your top 4. So meanwhile, lights are out. Here we go. Up front, Walker in the 20. And Banker in that 36B. Lights are out. As soon as they get ready to go, Nathan will turn them loose. Here we go. Green flag. Heat race number 2. So now everybody kind of moving and shaking around. Big winner on that exchange in that corner, the 63 of Henderson. So there you got Walker in the 9W, Banker in the 36, Henderson in the 63. Now side by side for fourth inside, David Good outside in that 20 is Mike McCarthy. So McCarthy gets the run up on the outside for 4th spot. 4 now. Clean and green so far. Brian Walker continues to lead out of turn number 4, but still the hot spot. That is that battle for 3rd. McCarthy on the outside now jumps to the bottom in front of David Good in that 13G. So now everybody starting to play nice, getting in single file. Banker in that 36 jumping up to the high side. Looks like a push there on the 63 of Henderson. So we are halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. Your leader continues to be the 9W of Brian Walker. Second in that 36B, Matt Banker. 63 of Henderson. Once again, side by side for fourth. McCarthy in the 20. Good in that 13G. So now, Henderson in that 63 starting to creep up ever so slowly there to the inside of Matt Banker. Banker's enjoying the high line. Up there, so Banker goes up top. Hits a little bit of the berm, but watch David Good down there in that 13G. He's gaining a spot now to the inside of Henderson. Now they go 3 wide in turn number 2. Who's it going to shake out? Look at Good come from 4th to 2nd in half a lap. Meanwhile, up front, Walker in the 9W. He's got a lead away, and we have a caution on the racetrack, the 202. So lights are out. Here we go. It's going to get a chance to choose. So when Walker says go, we go until they get to those double cones down there in turn 4. If he waits till then it's on. He turns it loose. Here we go. Green flag. 2 more laps to go. So now Banker tried to do a little bit on the high side. Now the 13G of David Good. He's to the backside of Walker in that 9W. So Walker, he's been in the lead since the drop of the initial green flag. Does he have enough to still power around that 13G? So meanwhile, up front out of turn number 4, knock, it's Fat Daddy, the Fat Daddy's house car. Brian Walker wins heat race number 2. Oh, here comes the slow start. Here comes the revs. Here we go, green flag. Oh, Daddy, they've 3 wide, almost 4 wide at the start. Oh man! So here comes G Diddy, Greg Dinsmore on the outside in that 8G car. He comes to us from Kerrville. That's a long way to come to finish second. So Dinsmore up on the outside. Hopefully Candace is here. She makes Greg look so much better. So now here we go, 3-way battle for the lead. McSpadden in that 48. Bat in the 19. Dinsmore in that 8G. So Bat flying up the inside on the bottom. Now almost 3 wide there. McSpadden in the 44 still has the lead. Now side by side for second. Dinsmore on the outside. Bat on the inside. Dinsmore digging high. They're still going to be side by side out of turn number 4. Now they go dig. Bat to the inside. Gets a little crossed up. Dinsmore back up top. He doesn't get quite the running knees, but this time he does. He clears Bat in that 19. Now he's hanging with him. Does Dinsmore have anything? 4 laps to go. 4 down, 4 to go. So now Dinsmore. He's looking. Don't count out Lisi in that 77 car. He's rounding out your top 4. Now Dinsmore still continues to run second. Bat there in that 19 on the inside. And McSpadden, he slides up, opens that door just a little bit for Dinsmore. They're going to come up on the 81 of Childress. See if Childress plays a role in the outcome of this race. Childress stays high. Everybody's going to have to go low. Now Dinsmore right on the back bumper of McSpadden. Childress kind of sort of in no man's land. Couldn't go high, couldn't go low. Now Dinsmore comes into the bottom. But this time by, one more time around. Does Dinsmore have anything for McSpadden in that 48 car? McSpadden, he gets a little bogged down. Here comes Greg coming up. I don't think he's going to have enough time. Into turn 3 up out of turn number 4. Heat race number 3, winner the 48R of Raymond McSpadden. Greg Dinsmore second. Jason Batt in the 19 car rounds out your top 3. Yeah, special thanks to our friends Texas Land Restorations for helping with the purse here for the IMCA Modifieds. We are green and going. Walker checks out. And now we go back to racing. 3, almost 4 wide here in the Modifieds. Now 4 wide further back in the pack, but up front, checking out again the 9W, the Fat Daddy's house car of Brian Walker. Keith White in car number 1 runs second. McSpadden in the 48R runs third. Good in the 13G fourth. And as of right now, running out your top 5 from Kerrville, that is Greg Dinsmore. Trouble for White in the 1. He's way off the pace. Dropping like a rock in a fish tank. Might have a left rear flat. But meanwhile, that's going to open up the door up front right away. McSpadden. Dinsmore coming. Now Egbert in that 707 car on the bottom. David Good in the 13G up top. This tough break does look like a left rear there for Keith White in car number 1. Oh, boy, they're beating and banging right there in turns 3 and 4. Dinsmore and Egbert in the 8 and the 707, respectively. They battle for third. So now here comes Dinsmore, G. Diddy. So now Good in that 13G up on the outside. McSpadden jumps high in that 48. Now Dinsmore to the bottom. So now Dinsmore for second. Now Egbert on the bottom in the 707. Good in the 13 up top. The 48R McSpadden. They go 3 wide into turn 3, almost 4 wide down in the corner. Dinsmore is going to take over. Second spot for Good, but don't count out McSpadden and Egbert. They're still side by side. So Cody Tidwell in that 17, he's coming up. He's trying to enjoy part of the party too. But now your top 7-8 cars running nose to tail. Caution's out on the speedway. So 6 laps complete, 14 laps to go, 20-lap heat race. Here we go, green flag. So now right away they start going 2 and 3 wide. Dinsmore in the middle. Egbert. Oh, might have been contact in with the 48R and Dinsmore. Now Walker didn't get the good drive going into turn number 3. Here they come up out of turn number 4. Dinsmore trying to dig for the lead. Now side by side, there goes G. Diddy to the top side. Turns it a little too sharp. Walker now on the inside. It's 9 over the 8. Now the 8. Dinsmore coming to the top. Dinsmore drives it in deep on that outside line. Walker digging to the bottom. They go side by side again for the lead. Now back down into turn number 1. Dinsmore takes the lead the hard way on the top side. Now Walker's second. Here comes the 707 of PJ Egbert onto the outside. So Egbert now digging in the yellow machine up top. Walker on the bottom. So now Walker not having the best of restarts. Loses 1 spot to Egbert, but now he's got a good run out of turn number 2, trying to get it back. So now Walker might lose the spot to David Good in that 13G. Now, big time racing in the back. McCarthy in the 20, McSpadden in that 48R. The 19 of Batt, the 17 of Tidwell, all racing side by side, nose to tail. Battling for a top 10 spot. So, just past halfway, caution's out. 8R of McSpadden, the 17 of Cody Tidwell. That's your first couple of rows here for your Texas two-step restart. Once the light goes out, when G. Diddy gets ready to punch it, the race is on. So Greg's got him kind of hunkered down there. Oh, Egbert's ready. Here we go. Greg puts it in gear. Here we go. Green flag. IMCA Modifieds. So there they go. Spinning out to it. Now 3 wide down the back straightaway. Walker. Bat in the 19. Good in the 13G. Oh, boy. Everybody coming now. Egbert up front challenging Dinsmore in that 8G. So now they come this time by. Will be 8 more laps to go in this one. So now up front, it's turned into a 3-way battle between the 8G, Greg Dinsmore, the 707 of Egbert, 13G. Now they separate. Now further back in the pack, you've got the 20 of Tidwell, or the 17 of Tidwell, the 20 of McCarthy, the 9W of Walker. So now, Tidwell in the center. So now, to the outside of that battle, oh, trouble, McCarthy in the 20, Baker in the 8. The 6 car of Jarrett Roberts. So 14 laps complete, 6 more laps to go, Dinsmore. Then the 707 of Egbert, then Good in the 13, and we turn them loose. Here we go, green flag. So now, right now, hot spot on the racetrack, that battle for 5th. Brian Walker in the 9W has it. Cody Tidwell on the outside in the 17 wants it. So Good. Now Walker gets crossways up in turn 1 and 2. Couple of spots above, the 13G of Good getting challenged by the 1B of Brandon Hood. But meanwhile, up front, Dinsmore continues to lead. So now the hot spot is that battle for 7th spot. McSpadden has it. Bat in that 19 wants it. Bat's got it for now, but McSpadden there in that 48R, he's still digging on the bottom. So now that battle continues, 6th and 7th right there. But now this time you see Nathan Lavender showing them the stand-up flags. 2 more laps to go here in the Texas Land Restorations IMCA Modifieds. So now into turn 3, up out of turn number 4. White flag, 1 more lap around for the 8G of Greg Dinsmore. Egbert still 2nd, Good 3rd. Now side by side for 4th. Hood in the 1B, the 17 of Tidwell. So into turn 3, up out of turn number 4. G. Diddy's going to have fun back to Kerrville, taking the money. Egbert 2nd, Good 3rd. Now side by side for 4th. Tidwell has it over Brandon Hood in that 1B car. Bringing him out in a slow pace. Come on, boys, get with it. Here we go, green flag. Oh, trouble there for Talon. Ooh, little loop-de-loop. Got a windshield full of the 03 of Matthew Bennett. So up front, though, here comes J.J. Jennings starting to check out. Florio in the 21. And the 153 of Shrivner. So Scrivener.
Oh, there's not.
So now side by side, the battle for third will be Bennett in the OK and the 21T Taylor Florio. So trouble there, 19P spinnings in between 1 and 2. So caution on the racetrack, gets it rocking and rolling, but will be asked to go to the pits to work on it. Bennett in the OK. Actually, 2 Bennetts. Matthew Bennett in the 0-3. Thomas Bennett in the OK. Talon Mitten in that 44. Here we go, green and going in the Sport Mods. So now Bennett in the OK car, trying to pass on the inside of Florio. He gets that spot. Florio, though, not giving up on the outside. Oh, Bennett gets crossways a little bit, but keeps it going. That is indeed the hot spot on the racetrack right now. Bennett in the OK. Florio in that 21T. We're halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go. Leader continues to be J.J. Jennings in that 26G car. Don't count out Shivner in that 153 car. He's behind. So Scrivener in the 153. He's still hanging around for second behind the 26G of J.J. Jennings. But does he have enough? Jennings, he's been on point since the drop of the initial green flag. So coming up, here we go. One more lap around for JJ in that 26G. Into turn 3, or into turn 2. Jennings now gets the good run. Scrivener, I don't think he's got enough to catch him. He will not. J.J. Jennings will pick up heat race number 1. Scrivener second. Bennett in the OK car will round out your top 3. So lights are out into turn number 3. So George Egbert joining the field in that 707 car. Or the 70 car. Oh, everybody kind of... So Gene gets a little sideways in that 43G. Here comes Oaks in that 99. Now Painter up to the top side. Can he take the lead? Everybody's digging. Don Painter will lead lap number 1. So now three-way battle for second. Robbins on the inside. Oaks in the middle. Burnett in that 43G gets the worst end of that deal. Meanwhile, Painter's up front. Here comes Birmingham in the C3. He's going to have Henderson in the 551. And Egbert coming up in the white car, running shotgun. Last week, Don Painter came within a lap and a half of taking home the checkers. Looks like he's got the setup rolling tonight. Now, side by side, 4-second Robbins on the inside. Oaks up on the outside. Into turn 1, still side by side. Panel to panel coming out of turn number 2. Oaks gets the good run. Robbins on the inside. Oaks now clears him by a car length. He's able to keep it down. He'll have second spot as they come out of turn number 4. And we are halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go. Trouble there for Henderson in a 551. Good job by both Birmingham and Egbert to miss him. So he keeps it running. No harm, no foul. But up front, Don Painter's got company. Oaks in that 99. He's come from a long way back. He likes that bottom. Painter likes the top side. Now here comes Oaks to the bottom. Almost side by side into turn number 3. Painter to the top side. Oaks down to the bottom. And Oaks makes the pass. Can Painter stay to the top side? Oaks slides up just a little bit. Now Painter's way to the top side there. But Oaks still has the bottom. Now Painter, huge run on the top side. He slides it in there. Here we go. White flag. One more to go. Oaks in the 99. Goes midway. Painter goes way top shelf. He's like expensive liquor. He likes the top shelf. Does he get the same run that he had? Into turn 3. He goes high. Might be too little too late. Craig Oaks is going to win. In the 99, Don Painter second, Gene Burnett third, Robbins fourth, Birmingham in the C3 rounds out your top 5. Into turn 3, up out of turn number 4. Here we go, green flag. So Tyndall in that 86 car gets the run. It's pretty much anybody's race. Ingram in that 51 comes to the bottom. Oh, look at that left front lift up of Oaks. He gonna make it exciting. So now Ingram to the bottom. Tyndall up to the top. Oaks to the inside in that 53. 1, 2, 3. Now don't count out the 11 of Tom Grothuse from San Antonio. Battle for second. Look at Tyndall hanging out. But now Oaks in that 53 diving to the bottom. He'll take that second spot for now. Ingram in that 51. He's still up front. What does Oaks have for him? Oh, a little bit of a bumper tag just slightly. Here comes Tyndall to the bottom in the 86. He passes Oaks, and the race is on. So now Oaks, he cuts it too sharp. So now he loses that spot. Now side by side for third. Oh, contact between Oaks and the 53 and Grothuse in that 11. They're halfway home, but I don't think that battle's half over. Yeah, Oaks definitely has problems in that 53. Looks like I don't think it's a left or right rear flat, but meanwhile, that opens the door big time for Earl Ingram in that 51. He now has about a 2-corner length advantage. Now Petty in that 43, a little bit of raw fuel firing up coming out of the headers. So he keeps it going, no harm, no foul. So now Ingram in that 51 has almost the full straightaway length lead over the 86 of Tyndall. Hawnish in that 777 car rounding out the top 3. So now Petty moves to the high side. The courtesy move for the leaders. So that time by, that was indeed the last lap. Didn't see it from Nathan. Checkered flag. Earl Ingram wins. Heat race number 3. Hawnish in the 777 gets by Tyndall. Tyndall ends up third. Tommy Grothuse rounds out your top 4. So 21 cars. Here we go. Lights are out. J.J. Jennings up front. Nathan Robbins in the 04 on the outside. Then Dylan Tyndall, then Gene Burnett. That's your top 4. Here we go. Green flag, IMCA, Southern Sport Mods. So everybody made it through. 3 and 4 wide back there, further on in the pack. Meanwhile, up front, J.J. Jennings checks out. Gene Burnett now second. Side by side for third. Tyndall in the 86. Nathan Robbins in the 04. Now, as they go off into turn number 1, Taylor Florio in that 21, now side by side with Robbins, but back a couple of spots on the top side. That's the 51 of Earl Ingram. Now the 10D of Don Painter to the bottom. So now trouble. That's the 53 of Oaks. So now up front, Jennings continues to lead. Now a new man in third. That's the 51 of Earl Ingram. Now Tommy Grothhughes in the 11T jumping to the top side. And we got a nice little bonfire there going into turn number 3. So now upcoming on the outside for second. Here comes the 51 of Ingram. Ingram now coming up to the outside of Burnett. Making it stick now. Now Scrivener in the 153 to the inside of the 11T of Tommy Grothhughes. Don't count out the 10D of Don Painter. That's your first couple of spots. The 03 of Bennett spinning. Now battle for third. Tommy Grothhughes in the orange, number 11. Scrivener in that 153. So Grothhughes now has that spot. Up front though, J.J. Jennings in the 26 has about a half straightaway lead over Earl Ingram and Gene Barnett. So now Scrivener to the outside of Burnett in that 43. Which lane will the 11T at Tommy Grothhughes choose? Right now he's staying to the high side behind Scrivener in that 153. So now Jennings to the backside of the lap car of Petty in that black number 43. So now trouble there for the 115, getting crossways in front of the second batch of leaders. So now battle still there for third. Scrivener had it. Gene Burnett wants it. Now side by side the battle for fourth between the 11T of Grothhughes. Now way further back in the pack, you see the white number 14, Talon Minton. 4 wide with the lapper arrow beating and banging. The OK of Bennett, the 21 of Florio. Everybody keeps it straight. So now Minton in that 14. We are halfway home. Minton now in that 14, 21T of Florio. Still running side by side. Florio wins high outside at turn number 4. Now the 70 Egbert to the backside of the OK of Bennett. Everybody still racing nose to tail back there further in the pack. We are indeed past halfway. Less than 10 laps to go. Now side by side once again. Talon Minton in the 14T outside. Taylor Florio in the 21T. One row behind him. Egbert in the 70. Bennett in the OK car. Then Robbins in that 04, the C3 of Chris Birmingham. But the hot spot still continues to be that battle between the 14T of Talon Minton. The 21 car, the 115 car spins. He keeps it going. No harm, no foul. So definitely tough break there for your leader, J.J. Jennings. He lost a ton of ground. Now, Earl Ingram in that 51 car is able to see him in that same straightaway. So that's only going to make Ingram in that 51 try to drive even faster. But don't look now. Car on the move right now, the 151 to 53 car. Currently in third spot, Scrivener. Able to make up a lot of ground once he got past the 11T. So now further back in the pack, there you see the 70 of Egbert. And you've got the 21T of Florio. Florio going in the wrong direction. Keeps moving further and further back in the field. But now, if we go back up to the lead, that lead is shrinking. J.J. Jennings in that 26G. is now getting closed in on by that 51 of Earl Ingram. Will the lap traffic for J.J. Jennings play a part in the outcome of this race? Kind of like it did a couple of laps ago. So caution is out. I'm in the 51. Tommy Grothew's in the 11T. Gene Burnett in that 43G. Does anybody in the top 4 have anything for J.J. Jennings in that 26G? There goes the green flag. Jennings, he put on the afterburners. Here we go. Contact with the 153. We go racing. 4 more laps to go. So now Scrivener in the 153 looking to the bottom. Earl Ingram to the outside in the 51. Oh, man. The 26 of Jennings slid right up in front, but now to the inside. Scrivener in the 153. Don't count out the 51 on the outside. Here he comes, bouncing off the wall down the front straightaway. Now Jennings. But don't count out old school. Gene Burnett and Tommy Grothews. Burnett didn't get the run, but here comes Earl Ingram back on the outside in that 51. He goes in hot. Comes out side by side. This time by Jennings having to work for it. Scrivener in that 153 third. Don Painter somehow out of nowhere to fourth. Burnett in the 43G. Now back up to the front. Earl Ingram on the outside. One more lap around. Does Ingram have anything for the 26G? Jennings to the bottom. Ingram to the top side. Can Ingram get the good run down the back straightaway? He does. Does he go inside, outside? He chooses the top side. Not going to be the fastest way around. J.J. Jennings wins over Earl Ingram. Scrivener in the 153. Don Painter fourth. Gene Burnett in the 43G rounds out your top 5. So into turn 3, it's side by side. It's anybody's game. Here we go. Green flag. NeSmith Street Stocks. Oh, we got a smoker already. The 22. Trinity Richardson in that 22. Trailing some smoke, but doesn't seem to hurt the performance. Gallagher loses the top spot to that 99 of Kyle Carter. So Carter, former racer down at the quarter-mile asphalt bull ring, Corpus Christi Speedway. So now side by side there for fourth. The 6 of Gallagher, 97 of Schulte. So meanwhile, up front, Richardson coming to the bottom in that 22. Carter in the 99 up on the outside. Richardson. It's smoking. Trouble there for the 2 of Heath Stewart. Action on both sides. Up front, Trinity Richardson in the 22 took the lead over Kyle Carter. So now Carter looking back to the inside. They go side to side. Make contact out of turn number 2, side by side down the back straightaway. Richardson doesn't lift, gets high. Now side by side. Here they come again. Woo! Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. So now Carter coming back to the inside. Richardson doesn't like that high line all that much. Gets in high. Richardson up to the top. Carter to the bottom. Coming out of turn 4. This time it's Carter, but he opens the lane to the high side. Oh, Richardson, little extra spin there on that right rear. This time Carter has the link. Richardson now coming back to the bottom. That's the lane that Carter's been running. Kyle gives them the room they need. Side by side again out of turn number 4. So now Richardson has the point again. Now Carter, he's going to try the crossover. He does the crossover indeed. Side by side again. Y'all realize it's okay to jump up and get excited. Meanwhile, this time Richardson pops up out of the groove. He has trouble. Here comes the 99 of Carter. So Richardson all kind of trouble there in that 22. So Tough Break was putting on a great battle. Meanwhile, up front, here we go. unchallenged at the moment, but caution comes out on the white flag lap. So Carter, Schulte, Gallagher in that 6M. So Carter bringing them down slow. If they don't go green by the time they get to those double cones, it's anybody's race. But right away, here we go. Here comes Carter. Now Schulte in that 97. He's able to kind of hang tough right there side by side with Gallagher in that 6M. So Heath Stewart in that 2 car looking to rebound again. Oh, trouble for Schulte. He gets crossed up. Couldn't tell if they hung bodies or not. That opens up the door for Heath Stewart in that 2 car. So now Schulte looking to the inside. Ooh, ever so tight. Now it's anybody's race down the back straightaway. So Stewart has it. Schulte looking up front though. Kyle Carter will win the heat race. The battle's on for second. Heath Stewart will get it over Schulte. In third, Gallagher in fourth. Kyle Carter, Heath Stewart. Both been racing a long time. Kyle Carter from the Corpus area. Heath Stewart, long time Austin resident. Here we go. Green flag, NeSmith Street Stocks. So now everybody gets it straight on. So Kyle Carter jumping out to early lead over Heath Stewart, Jeff Schulte in the 6M of Gallagher. So now lots and lots of tire smoke down there in the turns. Now side by side for second. Schulte trying to look to the inside of Heath Stewart. Hit car number 2. Stewart slams the door. Schulte digging to the inside. Stewart little pushing up out of the corner. No harm, no foul. Meanwhile, further back in the pack, Richardson in the 22. The 44 car of Adam Bartels. They're racing side by side for 5th spot. So now that continues to be that battle for 5th. As of right now, Richardson has it. Now Richardson getting crossways out of turn number 2. That'll tighten up the pack. But meanwhile, up front, the battle continues to be that 2nd spot. Heath Stewart has it. Schulte wants it. Now Schulte still looking to the inside of the 2 car, Heath Stewart. Meanwhile, up front, Kyle Carter's gone. He's got a full corner, half a straightaway length lead over the other 2 guys. But still, never give up, never surrender. Schulte now within 3 car lengths behind Heath Stewart in car number 2. So now further back, way back in the field, the battle for the final spot on the racetrack. Brian Meredith in the 30. The 17 of Tim Ellis and the 3 of Bruce Henson. They're racing side by side, nose to tail. Everybody else starting to stretch it out. So now Meredith in that 30. And the 44 Bartels. That's the best battle on the racetrack, side by side. Meredith had mechanical problems earlier. He now pulls in front of Bartels in that 44. Bartels trying to do the crossover. A little slight contact there out of turn number 4. Everybody keeps it straight and going. So now everybody playing nice. Coming up with just a few more laps to go. Everybody straightened out, strung out. So your leader still continues to be the 99, the K99 car, Kyle Carter. Heath Stewart 2nd in the 2. Schulte in the 97 is 3rd. Gallagher in the 6M out of turn number 4. And the 22 of Richardson. That is your top 5. In the NeSmith Street Stocks here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. There you see Nathan showing them the high five. 5 more laps to go for Kyle Carter. But now heating up there for 4th, Richardson in the 22, the 6M of Gallagher. Gallagher now getting challenged on the inside by Richardson. Richardson still smoking, was smoking earlier during one of the heat races, now smoking during the main event. Trouble for Gallagher, though. The 6M car spins. As of right now, everybody's missing him. If he sits there too long, the caution does come out. Carter in that 99. You hear the quiet, the calm before the storm. Remember, if they get down to those cones, it's anybody's race. But Carter turns on the jets. Here we go. Green flag. Oh, rubbing racing contact. Everybody goes around down there in turn number 1. So caution will come out there for Carter in the 99 car. Caution's out. So 5 laps to go in this one. Don't count out the 99 and the 2 cars just yet. Schulte, though, he's up front. Richardson on the inside in that 22. Meredith on the outside in that 30. Lights are out. Here we go. Schulte's turning him loose. Green flag. And trouble for Richardson. Still smoking. Looks like a rear end problem. Now 3, almost 4 wide. Here comes the 99 of Carter. Carter gets a little crossways there out of turn number 2. Up front, though, the battle for the first spot for the lead. Schulte has it. Richardson in the 22 to the bottom. Brian Meredith is just trying to find a place to go. Oh, contact between Richardson and Schulte, 97 and 22. Trouble there for Bruce Henson. He spins, gets hit by the 6 of Gallagher. Henson's still going to be there. Should be caution, and indeed it is. 17 is Ellis, then Heath Stewart in a 2. That's your top half dozen. Here we go. Green flag. We go racing again. How many to go? 4. So 4 laps to go. The race is on. Up front, Schulte gets around the 22 of Richardson. Here comes Meredith in that 30 car to the outside. Don't count out the 99 of Kyle Carter. Here comes the 2 of Heath Stewart. Richardson in the 22 goes high. Here comes Carter in the 99. Meredith stays high to the top side. Carter now will have second spot if he can get the run up off the corner. Here comes Meredith with a big head of steam. They go side by side down into turn number 3. Carter to the bottom. Here he comes from back to front. 2 laps to go. Does he have enough time to get around Schulte in that 97? Carter, he's going for the redemption. Schulte's going back to back. Meredith is just going for the W at the pay window. It's now into turn 3. This time by a white flag. Who's it going to be? Now Carter to the bottom. Schulte to the outside. Who's going to get the run? Carter into turn 1. Now out of turn number 2, he has the lead. Schulte getting a little crossways coming out of turn number 2. Meredith now staying for 3rd. Into turn 3. Up out of turn number 4. Redemption from the front to the back to the front. Kyle Carter wins. Jeff Schulte 2nd. Brian Meredith 3rd. All right, here we go. Green flag. And right away, Shed in the 04 jumping out. And trouble there. A little loop-de-loop right there for car number 38, Matthew Bice. He was running pretty good last week. But now it looks like he's going to keep it rolling. No harm, no foul. And we give the racers what we like to call the courtesy spin. If they spin out once on their own and bring out a caution, then we ask them politely to go to the pits and work on it. But since Bice did not bring out a caution, no harm, no foul, we'll keep it running. So right now, hot spot on the racetrack is the battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Warren in that 75, moving up to the inside of Shed, moving all the way up to 3rd. So now he comes in a slipping and a sliding. Coming out of turn number 4. First heat race of the night is always the most fun and exciting because you don't know what to expect from the racetrack. So we actually put a little bit extra water down a little later because everybody thought it was going to rain. And in difference from past seasons, the rain actually didn't hit. So there you see Warren up on the outside in that 75. In the 84, Wiggins with a little wiggle, a little too much wiggle there. He's going to lose out. Dropping all the way back to third, but Shed gets a good run in that 09. So now they're 3 wide behind him. So the 84 Wiggins, the 57 of Burnett. Here comes Burnett up the middle. He's going to go from 5th to 3rd in a length of the backstretch. Meanwhile, we are halfway home up front. 4 down, 4 to go. Your leader from the drop of the green flag continues to be Alexa Shed in that 04. But coming from way back, second to last row, Wesley Warren in that 75. He gets the good run out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, checks it up just a little bit behind Shed. Shed now trying to go high, trying to go low. They stay high. She turns it tight. Oh, boy, hang on, little. Look like they're swatting it flies coming out of turn number 4. That opens up the door for Warren in that 75 to take the lead. So now Warren, after he's able to get around Shed, now taking off. He likes that high line tonight. As the rest of the field continues to hang out, looks like the 57 car of Sean Burnett. He's keeping pace in that third car, but further back in the field. Tough night tonight for Matthew Bice in that 38. He had a good run last week and was running well, and this time just doesn't seem to be having control of the track. Meanwhile, up front, Warren, your leader right here in the 75. There's Nathan Lavender with the white flag. That means one more lap around if it's your first time here. No surrender for Warren, your leader. Down the back straightaway he comes. Into turn 3, up out of turn number 4, picking up the first checkered flag of the night. Car number 75, Wesley Warren. Alexa Shed second. Sean Burnett in the black 57 rounds out your top 3 finishers here at the opening heat race for Cotton Bowl Speedway tonight. 15 laps for the hobby stocks to kick off main event racing action here tonight at Cotton Bowl Speedway, and here we go. Oh, and Warren in that 75, picking up right where he left off. Well, watch that 57 of Burnett. Sean Burnett in that 57, keeping it together. Oh, now Bison at 38, getting a little extracurricular there in turn number 3 and 4 with the 8 of Underwood. So now Shed in the 04 getting crossways in front of everybody. Here comes Burnett in the 57, Bice in the 38, Underwood in the 8. That's your top 5. Everybody keeps it straight, keeps it together for the most part. Now Burnett in that 57 now clears the 04 of Shed. Now here comes the 38 of Bice. He had some handling issues in that heat race, so he's able to keep it considerably straighter now. So now everybody playing nice right now. Warren's your leader, 57 of Burnett second, Shed third, Bice fourth, Underwood 5th in that 8 car. That's your top 5. Now moving in the top 5, Underwood having issues. There's the 7 of Michael Chrysler. Wiggins in that 84 car. They're moving up from the back of the field. But now things are starting to stretch out up front. Now trouble there for the 04 Alexa Shed. So she'll lose third spot down to the 38 of Bice. So trouble, big time trouble there in turn number 2 for your hobby stocks. So the lights out. Once that leader goes, like Warren just did, that starts the race. Nathan will still wave the green flag when they come around. We are racing 11 more laps to go. So now there's Burnett in that 57, kind of a little Crossways and warmer. There goes Bison at 38, setting sail after Warren in the 75. So Bice definitely closing up the gap that he had earlier from the heat race. He's now clearly in second spot. Oh, coon down that 555 car. Got a little extra piece of the bumper for Chrysler in that 7. Now Shed spins, gets T-bone. Chrysler bounces up off the wall. So caution's out. And there we go. Green light. Come around. We'll take the green flag. 10 more laps to go. So now Warren looking to the inside, or actually, excuse me, Bison at 38 looking to the inside of Burnett in that 57. They go side by side off into turn number 3. Still side by side up off of turn number 4. They continue the side by side battle down the front straightaway. Bice now clears the spot. Clearly sets sail for second. Burnett back to third. Hot spot now. Battle for fourth. Wiggins in the 84. Shed in the 04. And we are halfway home. 7 laps down. 8 laps to go. That was halfway. 7 laps down. 8 to go. So now, hot spot, the battle for 5th spot. Alexa Shed in that 04 has it. The 555 of Josh Kunow wants it. So Kunow in that 555 moving to the inside. And he'll take the spot. Well, almost take the spot. He turned a little sideways out of turn number 2, way more than he wanted to. So he'll lose that spot to Shed in that 04, but he's coming back to the inside, not giving up. And trouble there for the 04 again of Shed. Can't tell looking at it. Could be a soft right front tire on that 555. Definitely rolling over, but the way that car's turning, and indeed, there it goes. There goes the loop-de-loop. Flat potential right front flat there on the 555. He keeps it going. No harm, no foul. And meanwhile, up front, all night long, from the heat race till now, the 75 of Warren. Warren continues to lead now, but the lead is shrinking to that 38 car of Matthew Bice. So now Warren with about a half a car length out. Battle shaping up for third there for a moment between the 57 of Burnett and the 84 of Wiggins. There you see, waving the flags. 2 of them side by side standing up. That's 2 to go. You'll see Nathan do that periodically as a courtesy to the drivers. So now, here comes Warren. 1 more lap around the Cotton Bowl Speedway. So halfway down the back straightaway, it is Warren's race to lose. Into turn 3, up out of turn number 4. He's going to do the clean sweep. Wesley Warren wins the heat race and the main event in the hobby stocks here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Matthew Bice second, Sean Burnett third, Douglas Wiggins fourth. So Harmon on the inside, Smith outside in that 88S. Here we go. Here comes the revs. Here comes the heartbeat. There's the green flag. Let's go. So right off the bat, Smith, who was here last week, was having carburetor problems. Looks like he's got him a little better solved this week. Harmon, though, not so lucky in that 37. Can't tell if he's just off the pace, doesn't have the right setup. Smith, though, he's digging in. That's right, as we said, NeSmith late models. 2 new sanctions here at Cotton Bowl Speedway for 2016. Both the NeSmith late models you see here and upcoming in a couple of heat races, the NeSmith Street Stocks. Those cars are sharp, sharp looking cars. So now Smith pulling out to about a straightaway length lead. So this time by, sound like the carburetor demons are back in the 88 car. So now Smith, it's a popping and a. So now Smith, though, he's off the pace. Oh, tough break when you're only going to lead 4.5 laps of a 5-lap heat race. So somebody tell Harmon to keep on going because it's the last lap that pays all the money. Y'all give Harmon a hand. He was behind the whole time, but you never give up to the checker flag right there, baby. Heat race winner. Car number 37, Rusty Harmon. So clearly the carburetor issues there for the 88 of Smith are still there. So here we go. I believe we're going to run an 8-lap main. Here we go. Green flag for your NeSmith late models. As we said, one of the newer classes here at Cotton Bowl Speedway, class still getting built. Brand new set of rules here for the Central Texas area. So a lot of cars being under consideration, a lot of new cars being built will be here as we come towards the mid to latter part of the racing season. So trouble there for Smith. Harmon, though, he's finally got the ponies a-popping on that one. All right, so there is Nathan Lavender. One more lap to go. So Rusty Harmon going to go for the clean sweep. Brad Smith still got the technical issues. So into turn 3, up out of turn number 4. He will do the clean sweep. 2 cars or not. A win's a win. Rusty Harmon picks up the win in the NeSmith late models here at Cotton Bowl Speedway.